I mean, I think it's always exciting getting going. The fact that we're going against Denver, and obviously one of the top teams in the league, and the team that knocked us out of the playoffs last year is something that, every year is a new year, and every year is different. You don't rely back on, reference back to the previous year, but it'd be nice getting a W against them, to say the least.
Do you feel prepared?
Yeah, I mean, I know this roster pretty well. We went over the scouting report pretty, they've certainly had some turnovers to some new faces, but, I think, BDE, Coach Day, did a good job with the scouting report, and we went over some film this morning, and it's a pretty quick turnaround. I mean, I lost in the, MLL conference finals last week, and, to jump right into this from a physical standpoint, I'm certainly in shape. So I might be a little, have some nicks that need to be healed up, but the bottom line is you got to go out there and compete. So.
Do you think it's nice starting off at home? Do you think that helps?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you look around, I mean, it's a madhouse of fans. I mean, the organization does a great job, connecting with the local programs, and so I know the crowd will be good. I know that's going to energize us. It's our job to get things going early and to make sure that that they're into it.
How much would it mean to start the season with a win?
It's one win. It's important to get some momentum going, but certainly we want to win as opposed to lose, but also understanding that it's still a long season, and so one game doesn't determine everything, but we definitely want to build some momentum right from the start.
All right, you had a couple goals tonight. How do you feel about the way you and the team are playing?
The team came together pretty well without all the guys there in training camp. We meshed well. We didn't have one of our key guys there, Paul Rabel, but I think we played well. Boyle's kind of the quarterback of our offense, and we kind of feed off him.
It seemed like you guys were communicating really well in the field. Do you feel like you guys had a good chemistry going?
Yeah, we definitely did. Like I said, we haven't even really had that much time to practice together with everyone playing indoor and traveling schedules and stuff like that. So, I think we had good chemistry. The defense played pretty well. We just got to work on our man up a little bit.
And Denver was the team that actually knocked Boston out last year. Do you feel like this is a little bit of a revenge game?
Yeah, a little bit. It feels good to beat them. We had a little bit of a fatigue issue at the end of the season last year. It was really hot in Annapolis. We can't use that as an excuse, but it definitely feels good to beat these guys that beat us last year.
How important is it to start out with a win? Does that bring momentum into next week?
Yeah, it's huge. It's also huge to get the first goal of the second half, and we got the first goal of the second half, and I think that kind of propelled us to the victory.
And what did you think about the crowd you guys had tonight?
Yeah, we had a good crowd. We, I think it'll be better as the season gets going. But tonight's crowd was good. They were loud. The only thing I have a complaint about, and I told Carl, was the TV timeouts. Those things they're too long.
They take forever.
They take forever. We get in a good flow, and then it's a whistle, and it's a 4-minute TV timeout.
Having those young guys, they really have a little extra step, and they really want to be on the field. Not that necessarily the other veterans don't. But, they got a little extra step because they're, want to be challenged every day and the competition level's up. So they raise their level and, they're young and athletic, and that's what you need between the lines. And, we did a good job clearing the ball, getting the ball in transition, and, just trying to get used to each other still and find some lanes.
It seemed like you guys were communicating really well in the field. Did you have a good chemistry going?
Yeah, we have some good training camps. We have a lot of guys there, which always helps. And, down in the attack with Ryan Boyle, we're, getting used to each other game by game, and that's helping. And we're just trying to lead those younger guys, in the right direction. Just, get in open space, create space for other guys. And, that just creates some lanes for, I was fortunate to find some good lanes. And, in that stall there, in the fourth period there, I just think we stopped moving off the ball and not necessarily cutting or trying to get open. Just, by moving off ball, you not only create something for yourself, but you're creating lanes for guys up top. And I think later on, fourth, we had some good crucial goals that helped that. But, early on, it's really what worked.
Now, last year you had a fourth quarter problem, giving games away. Did you close this one out pretty good? Is that what you addressed this year?
Yeah, you kind of felt it. Guys were around. I was looking at the scoreboard. I'm like, not again. But I think we, calmed down a little bit, and we got some stops, and I got that goal late, which I think helped a lot. And just like we were trying to calm the ball down a little bit, me and Ryan, and just settle the guys down rather than get in panic mode because we built that lead early, and that that helped late.
Talk about the goal you had in the second, sort of jumping up on the leaping rebound putback.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how high I got. It was probably like a couple inches. But I saw a rebound and just went to get it. I figured I was gonna get whacked, but fortunately I got my stick on it first and just tried to snap it real quick in my wrist, and fortunate enough, it went in.
Just talk about the encouragement with getting Rabel back for next week with the midfield the way kind of quick enough.
Yeah, obviously definitely going to help one of the best players in the league, and create some matchup problems for teams down the road, and that's just going to help some other matchups and guys finding short sticks, and guys today maybe had a pole, might not see that pole next week, and we're taking poles and taking short sticks. I think we were well balanced when we were scoring goals.
And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Denver was the team that knocked you guys out last year. Do you feel like you got a little revenge tonight?
A little bit, but at the same time, I think they were a new team, and I think we're a new team. And like I said, the youth adds a lot, and it's early. We can't take this one, and obviously it's a win. You're never upset with a win, but you build on this, and each game you get better, and that's our goal.
You let a goal in right at the end of the third quarter. What did the coach tell you in between the quarters?
Just calm down. I think we did 2 goals this game that we could have held on to the ball for the last shot, and we really didn't. And they went the other way and scored, and that's going to come from a guy like myself and Ryan. Telling these guys, listen, no matter what we get, even if we don't get a shot, let's kind of hold that ball for that last shot and not give that up, because we don't get a goal, that's fine, but we give one up, it's a double negative.
16 goals without Rabel here. How confident are you in the offense going forward?
Very confident. Like I said, he's going to draw the pole and create some matchup problems, and teams are going to have to slide, which helps my game and helps some other guys' games. And if we find lanes and move off ball more than anything, that's overall going to help. And like I said, if we just calm down a little bit, know when to go, know when not to go, I think we'll be all right.
What did you think about the crowd that you guys had here tonight?
That was awesome. At one point, between quarters, I was walking out to get lined up, and I told Ryan Boyle, this is a great crowd, and we looked up, and it was awesome, and they were into the game, and this is my 5th year here, and there's not one game I haven't been here where I've been upset with the crowd. They're awesome, they're into the game, the kids are into the game, and that's what this is all about.
Looking pretty physical out there. You had a few goals. How do you feel about the way you played?
Personally, I don't think I played quite as well as I could have, but as a team, we did some good things, and we turned the ball over a little too much in between the lines, and that sort of hurt us in the end. We played a lot of man down today. So overall, there's some good things to take from the game, but it's not how we want to finish, obviously. But it was okay for a first game. We got some wrinkles to smooth out, and some new guys will be in. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
What do you think you're going to need to work on going into next week?
Just when to dodge, how to initiate our offense, and getting some shooters in shooter spots. I think a couple times we had good opportunities. I was just talking to Westerveld about it, and some of the guys that were in the open shooter opportunities weren't the right guys at times. So that, and just getting the ball, taking care of it in between the lines, I think is a big thing for us right now. We turn the ball over a lot. We need to work on ground balls as well.
Tons of offense out there on the field. How do you feel about the way you played?
I'm confident myself and my teammates to go out there and just make plays, and they're giving a lot of more opportunities for me to just go this year and try to make things happen and initiate on offense. And if they're going to slide to me, I'm moving the ball. If not, I'm going to take shots. And fortunately enough for me, I hit a couple today, but not enough.
Are you going to be able to keep up all that goal scoring throughout the season?
I hope so, but whatever it takes, I'd rather get the W than a couple points. But again, we have to go out there. It is only the first game, but we wanted to come out here and get the win, and we didn't. So a little disappointing, but we're going to come out next week and try to bring one home.
What do you guys think you need to work to improve on before next week?
I think all facets of the game. It is early in the season. Ground balls, face-off X was huge in possession time. On the defensive end, we were a little, off. We weren't communicating very well, and then just on the offense, getting everyone involved, and instead of one person dodging and going, dodging, moving the ball to open men, and taking the best shot available, not the first shot. So that's something we'll be working on next week in practice for our game.